Hey guys, welcome to an episode of How Do You Say Yaris? We are walking in downtown Princeton today. I spent a lot of time here years ago in seminary. We got breakfast at Jam and Crepes, and this is Gabby.
Hey guys!
It's been a little while, and
It's been a bit.
Ironically, in all of our free time during the pandemic, we've had less time to podcast because we would normally do this driving, and because we've driven a lot less, we've done a lot less.
We don't have as many long drives, and definitely not drives together. Like if we go a longer drive, we're not, you know what I mean? We're not necessarily going long drives together.
They know what you mean.
Okay.
But today we are going to talk to you about something that's important to us, slothfulness. Now, this is something we were talking about. What would it be? And we were talking.
I have to preface this with, we were just spitballing some ideas to talk about, and I threw this out, and Adam was like, let's do it. And I was like, I don't know, it might be pretty negative.
Well,
but then we decided to do it.
It is one of the deadly sins, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
I think so.
Actually, I forget. What are the deadly sins?
I remember them from that movie that we watched. Oh, Shazam. Anybody likes the movie Shazam? Loved that movie. And I'm pretty sure that he was battling that guy, and they turned onto all the deadly sins. There was gluttony, slothfulness, greed.
Yep, sloth is on there.
Even though, kind of, when I talk about gluttony, slothfulness, and greed, don't they seem kind of like the same thing?
Oh, well, gluttony is like food.
Yeah, but think about it. Greed. It goes the same.
No, but
like
it's more specific.
I want more.
But how is slothfulness the same as the other two?
Well, no, I'm connecting them all to greed.
I don't think slothfulness is necessarily greedy. It's just being lazy.
All right, well, let's define slothfulness, and then we might know.
First of all, how cute are sloths?
They're real cute.
Yeah,
my brother Liam got to hold one in the Amazon.
Yeah.
And even though I never wanted him to go to the Amazon, and I never wanted him to go back because it was a terrifying experience for us all. Terrifying.
I thought it was fine.
He tells me stories sometimes, and I look at him like, why? Why did you do that? That sounds terrifying. Oh my gosh, I can't even think about it. He went across the Amazon River. Oy.
I feel like many of the experiences you talk about in life are terrifying.
Well, that was terrifying. And then he's talking about, oh, what's that animal? He fed the animal from a bottle in the Amazon River, and it apparently is a huge animal, but I thought it was a tiny one because its little face came out of it.
Want to take a right?
Okay, yes. I don't know what it is.
A
hippo? Narwhal, no.
It's not a narwhal.
No, that's probably a fake animal. I can't remember.
That's a real animal, but it's an Arctic animal.
Oh.
For the record here, although hippopotamuses are native to Africa, drug dealers have moved some of them to South America. So that is, or Central America, I forget the exact context. So it is a real thing. There is a thriving but small hippo population.
It wasn't a hippo that he said. I know that. I would have remembered it. It was an animal that I don't really talk about often. Across the street.
We are totally fine.
Oh my God, that car came right behind us.
Walk with dignity and pride.
They didn't slow down for a second.
If you're listening to this only, you would clearly not be able to see that we were beyond safe. Love you.
Love you.
So, slothfulness.
Okay, slothfulness.
We've been slothful with our podcast, I suppose. What does sloth mean?
Okay.
What's it mean to you?
All right. One, we've already said a sloth is an animal.
Adorable.
Very adorable.
Very cute.
And funnily depicted in Zootopia.
Absolutely. Perhaps its best depiction of all time.
I would agree.
It's the only reason I would ever support a sloth charity. A slarity.
Because of watching Zootopia?
Yeesh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great. I agree. And then, okay, so then a sloth, the word sloth other than that means intense laziness?
Okay, so it's different, like intense laziness. I think it would be, my thought would be just like the disdain to do work.
Ooh.
Disdain. So like, because I think there could still be like more of this sense of, okay, sloth means like, you're not just lazy, but you're like, you almost like are unwilling to do work.
Ooh,
It's beyond just being in love with doing nothing. It's also like decrying doing things that are not pleasant to you per se.
Okay, so what are some examples of slothfulness in our society?
Sleeping past 7 a.m.
Oh my gosh, Adam, that is so ridiculous.
That's a sleep in.
Oh,
Who
come
sleeps
on.
to 7?
Oh my gosh. Can I just say, sleeping till 7, I actually do think 7 is the optimal time. Optimal. I'm saying, I mean, I obviously, I mean, today I slept until what, 8:30?
I have no comment.
8:15. It killed Adam, I'm sure.
Actually, it was great. I got
was
my work
awesome.
done.
By the way, it's a Saturday, okay? It's not that late.
You know, I will throw this out here. I actually have no complaints about Gabby sleeping in because that is my alone time. Like, so like I do my exercise. I like do my Bible reading. I enjoy some me time in that. And you know, it was when we were on vacation with my family over Thanksgiving. We were all together in a house. I was up early making bread, starting the dough to it. And I was so discombobulated because both of my parents, who are very much morning people, were up and about and moving.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to do because normally nobody talks to me. This is me time. And now all of a sudden it's, oh my gosh, how is everybody in the world talking to me?
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, so are you quiet when you first wake up?
I've told you, I am quieter when I wake up in these scenarios.
Wow.
Because like I said, it's not so much that
do you need time to get warmed up, Adam?
I do.
Oh, how interesting.
Well, I just think if we were working on the same time frame, we would be in a better place.
No, that's so interesting because when I wake up, I get out and I have to go to the bathroom right away. And there's Adam. Hi, Gabby. Hi, good morning. Oh, good morning. Isn't it a beautiful morning? Gabby.
Well,
it's adorable. I love it. But it is really funny to think that you had an hour of silence before.
Well, yet again, I've long held the fact that it's not inherently that I'm a morning person. It's just that by the time most people are up for an hour, I've been up maybe 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
So
but
I'm like,
you warm up quick though.
I do warm up. I would say I do warm up quicker.
Yeah.
That would be
say
fair.
That. I would say that. But I warm up pretty quick.
Oh, you're
too. I just need
adorable.
a couple minutes. And you give me a couple minutes. Sometimes I'll mumble and I say, I need a minute.
Yeah.
And then he'll wait and then I'll be able to talk after that, which is great.
Yeah. So.
All right, so you think a tenet of it is sleeping past 7?
No, I don't actually think that. But I think it's this, in my mind,
How
it's...
about poor sleep hygiene? Is that a part of slothfulness?
What do you mean?
So sleep hygiene is super important.
Wait,
And
what?
Yes.
I feel like this is a made-up term.
No, this is not.
Sleep hygiene?
Sleep hygiene is a completely
Is it like
real
showering
thing.
while you're in the bed?
That's absurd.
Left or right?
Left.
Left.
Sleep hygiene is completely real, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it's super important. And it means basically that I don't really know the exact definition, I'm not gonna lie.
You're
Hold
lending
on.
yourself a lot of credence
No,
here
no,
that this is...
I just don't want to get the definition wrong, okay?
You know, Gabby has often made up these terms. One of the key things was good fats. Gabby told me a lot about good fats, and we did eventually find it. And good fats are real, of course, and
Give me a high
they
five.
do help. However, Gabby lectured me about good fats and how they're important, was never able to define what exactly a good fat does, which made me very skeptical of the concept. It's
why
like...
can't I use my Safari?
Sure, exactly, excuses.
All right, you look up sleep hygiene while I describe it. So
Wait.
Yes, look it up. Sleep hygiene is basically that you are, you go to bed at a good time. You maintain your bed for you don't have like a bunch of stuff that would interrupt your sleep. You go to bed. And before bed, you don't watch a lot of TV and have a lot of things that will disrupt your sleep.
So for Wikipedia,
Okay.
Sleep hygiene is behavior and environmental practice developed
Yes.
in the late 1970s as a method to help people with mild to moderate insomnia. But as of 2014, the evidence for effectiveness of individual recommendations is limited and inconclusive.
What? Stupid Wikipedia.
Wikipedia, the wisdom of our nation.
I cannot believe this right now. I can't believe this. Someone do a book report on sleep hygiene. Also, I want book reports to come back. I feel like kids don't do enough book reports anymore. And I really think that they were a great thing. I love them. I remember book reports I did.
You loved school though.
Yeah, but I still think they're awesome. All right, so sleep hygiene may or may not be a thing, but I still think it is a thing.
It is a thing. It's not.
I think
real,
it's a
though.
valid thing, is what I would like to say.
Well, excuse me, doctor.
All right, so it involves things like if you watch a lot of TV right before you go to bed, that's not as good for you. But if you have some buffer time before you go to bed and after you've just gotten off a screen, that's good for you. It helps you sleep more soundly. So things that help
Can
you sleep more
cite
soundly.
a research study on this?
Yes, the Wikipedia you just said.
Okay. So sloth.
Okay, so slothfulness, I think, is connected to poor sleep hygiene.
Okay, I could see that though. So you're saying that because a person could be slothful by ignoring their normal responsibility to be well rested.
Yeah.
So resting itself, sleeping is not slothful.
I think they mock the importance of sleep
that or
in a healthy sleep way.
or you wrongly man?
Yes, they mock it. They mock it because it's either like they're just sleeping a ton or they're sleeping at the wrong times of the day, so then they're not productive and functioning well.
Okay, I think that's a very valid point. I would agree with you there.
Thank you.
Yeah, because it's not so much sleep is not bad, and even getting, we
Sleep
know
is good.
people. Despite my joking about 7 a.m., people require different amounts of sleep, especially at different stages, depending upon what you're doing.
Yeah.
The key factor is the appropriate time frame. So if you're oversleeping for work or you're missing classes, if you're in school or whatever it is, that is slothfulness, even though you're doing the same function.
Right.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay. So, yeah.
That
How about I
You
think
go.
let's do that. Poor sleep hygiene.
poor sleep is part of it.
I think that's part of it.
I think the other part that gets me with slothfulness is not just the adorableness of sloths themselves, which are so very, very cute. Oh, I love this house.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, you can see the house.
Modern houses.
I like modern and I like colonial. Either one. We could veer radically one direction or the other.
Super modern.
Super modern.
Super colonial.
Super colonial. Both are amazing.
Wow.
Love it.
Looks like a gnome's house.
What?
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's like a cool gnome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool gnome.
Everybody knows what I'm talking about. You can imagine it.
Yep. I think it's delaying things that need to be done.
Procrastinating.
Well, I don't think all procrastinating is bad, because sometimes it's like you got to be in a zone to do something.
Sure.
It's like, you're not like, I'll be fair, like thinking about like an artist when they're talking about like inspiration. I get that. Like there are times when you're more where things are just clicking. You're not necessarily procrastinating. You're just like, this isn't the right time to do this. It's not happening right now.
Okay.
Because
Delaying.
like
Delay of game.
well, I see that like, we've seen it like with, hey, like even we're doing like, say, cleaning or something, like, are we in a good mood to do this? Is this going to be productive for us to do? Not delaying it, or procrastinating, but like, okay, actually, we're not feeling this right now.
Okay.
We're going to be at each other's throats in 10 minutes if we start doing this. Not the right time.
Yeah.
But I think slothfulness is consistently and always trying to do this, that there's always something else. It's trying to find substitute. It's not just procrastinating, but it's like a strategic manipulation of any scenario to just get out of the work.
That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good.
Gosh, I feel good about that. We should have copyrighted that definition.
Good, do something with that. Okay, so then I would pose, what do you think the opposite of slothfulness is? Because I think we've seen a lot of that too. Do you think that it is resourcefulness or efficiency? Like, what's the core antithesis of slothfulness?
I think it'd be workaholism.
You think?
Well, that's the exact opposite of like, or it's the other extreme in a sense. But
so it's not a positive.
No, I think the middle ground is like a healthy work ethic.
Oh, the middle ground. That makes sense.
Because
a more balanced version of it. Okay.
Yeah, because you do need like, you need to be able to say yes to working and also say no to working.
Good point.
You need to say yes to having fun. You also need to say no to having fun. And for the record, work comes before fun. Every time.
I don't know about that.
Well, we differ on that.
Yeah. You gotta be motivated to do the work at some point.
Yeah, Gabby and
You
I
gotta kick it with a little bit of fun. Like even the other day, Adam was working on lesson planning.
Yeah.
Because he's been teaching, which is awesome. And so what did he do? So he's working on it, and I was like, oh, Adam, how's it going? You need any more snacks? And he said, no snacks. I haven't earned snacks. He wasn't eating snacks while he was working, which is crazy to me because I used to always have my study snacks.
Look at this house.
Yeah, it's a very modern house.
And this house right here, like, so right here, guys, you can see it. Very cute.
Colonial
very
house,
colonial.
brick house, and then a paneled wood.
No, that's concrete, I believe.
Okay, paneled wood and concrete, I guess.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We view differently.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I think that you always need study snacks, and Adam doesn't. So that's where I would incorporate my fun with my work there. And Adam, no, he has to earn his snacks later.
Snacking is for the weak.
Which is crazy.
I
couldn't work on my dissertation without my study pretzels. The big sourdough pretzels. Yeah, or the animal crackers. That was a season 2. You
Oh
bought
yeah,
me
I
those.
remember that. I got you a big
You
container
got me
of
a
animal.
huge container of animal crackers.
That I love animal crackers.
I think study snacks need to be crunchy. I don't know how you feel about that. Yeah, because they're keeping you awake. That's part of the whole thing. I'm not
That's
actually
fair.
eating for hunger. I'm
Yeah.
eating to like distract me and, you know, reinforce my work.
That's fair, yeah, because normally I just try to eat cupcakes or baked goods, which are great, but they're not really like lingering foods.
No, I would
Once
fall
you're-
asleep with the cupcakes.
Well, after you ate it.
Yeah.
But the eating process, you know, I'm an animal, and like when I start eating, it's start and stop. So unfortunately, my challenge with the study snacks, that's where like cupcakes wouldn't work for me, is like I'd eat it all at once and then great, now I'm done. There's my break. It was 45 seconds to eat this
God.
stupid cupcake.
That's great. Okay,
But-
so I think you're right. I think workaholic, interesting, as the opposite of slothfulness.
Well, I think we've answered what
Yeah.
slothfulness is.
I do, and I think we all can strive to find the balance between slothfulness and workaholics now. Now
Well-
we've figured it out.
We've done it all. Well, thanks for joining us. We've missed you, and we have no idea what our consistency will be, but we hope to be more.
It'll be great.
Yeah, our numbers will be radically going up. But thanks for everybody that's listened.
Thank you,
and
guys.
Make sure to follow us or to email us at howdoyousayaris@gmail.com.
Thanks.
You can follow me at Adam Yaros on Instagram, Twitter.
Oh, you have a Twitter?
I've always had a Twitter.
God dang.
I was tweeting before it was cool, yo.
Oh, snap.
That
Is
and
it cool now?
oh, Twitter's the rage.
Oh, okay.
But Gabby is on a hiatus from social media a little bit
For the moment.
for the moment, but we won't tell you her stuff then. I guess.
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
See you later.